Did President Trump just make a massive foreign policy blunder, or is this a stroke of strategic genius no one is seeing yet? We're talking about a sudden, massive deployment of 5,000 American troops to Poland, a move that has sent shockwaves through Washington and even rattled his own Republican Party. Before we dive into the complexities of this unfolding situation, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in U.S. politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and allows us to bring you this crucial information. Now, let's unpack this. Just last week, the Pentagon had planned to send 4,000 U.S. service members to Poland as part of a long-planned rotational deployment. This is standard procedure, a way to maintain a consistent presence and reassure allies in a strategically important region. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, that deployment was abruptly cancelled. This cancellation immediately triggered deep frustration and concern among lawmakers, who accused the administration of making a last-minute, possibly ill-considered move. They felt blindsided, questioning the rationale and the process behind such a significant reversal. And then, the plot thickens. Instead of just sticking with the cancellation, President Trump announced on Thursday that the U.S. is now sending 5,000 additional troops to Poland. Yes, you heard that right. Not only was the previous plan scrapped, but it's been replaced by a deployment that's actually larger than the original one. This isn't just a minor tweak, it's a dramatic escalation, a complete about-face that has left many scratching their heads. The blowback from the GOP has been significant. Members of Congress, usually staunch supporters of the president, have voiced serious concerns about the lack of transparency and the apparent impulsiveness of this decision. They are demanding answers about the strategic necessity, the cost, and the potential geopolitical ramifications. Is this a response to a new, credible threat that has emerged and has been kept from the public? Or is this a political maneuver, a way to project strength on the international stage without fully considering the consequences? What does this mean for Poland? For NATO? And for the broader security landscape in Europe? Poland, a NATO member bordering Ukraine and Russia, has long sought a more robust U.S. military presence. This deployment, while potentially welcome by Warsaw, comes under a cloud of uncertainty. The way this has unfolded raises questions about the reliability of U.S. commitments and the stability of its foreign policy decision-making. If allies can't count on consistent policy, it undermines the very foundations of alliances like NATO. Furthermore, the timing is crucial. This comes amidst ongoing tensions with Russia and evolving security dynamics in Eastern Europe. Does this massive deployment signal a new phase in U.S.-Russia relations? Is it an attempt to deter further Russian aggression, or could it be perceived as provocative, potentially escalating tensions in an already volatile region? The Pentagon, by canceling the initial deployment only to announce a larger one, has created a confusing narrative. This lack of clear communication fuels speculation and distrust, making it harder for allies and adversaries alike to understand U.S. intentions. The financial implications are also not insignificant. Deploying thousands of troops, along with the necessary equipment and logistical support, comes with a substantial price tag. Lawmakers are already scrutinizing defense budgets, and a sudden, large-scale deployment like this will undoubtedly draw further attention and potentially opposition, even from those who generally support a strong military. This situation is a prime example of how political decisions, especially in foreign policy and national security, can have far-reaching and often unpredictable consequences. The administration's handling of this troop movement has certainly raised alarms, and the questions swirling around it are complex and critical. It's a stark reminder that in the world of international relations, perception and clarity are just as important as the physical deployment of forces. So what do you think about this whirlwind of troop movements and political fallout? Is President Trump playing 4D chess with this massive deployment to Poland, or is he simply creating chaos and alienating allies? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. This is a developing story, and we'll be here to cover every angle as it unfolds. Stay informed.